on defense. In my opinion, Dirk's finals performance was one of the best I've ever seen. And yet, the numbers suggest it was one of the most underwhelming finals MVPs in nearly 40 seasons. But if that's not crazy enough, here's something you don't hear every day. Ray Allen should have been a finals MVP because unlike the players we've listed so far, Ray Allen was actually the best player on the winning team in the finals and still lost the finals MVP to his teammate Paul Pierce despite having the best series among all players. In 2007, Tim Duncan was the best player in the finals, but the finals MVP went to Tony Parker. This would have given Duncan 4 finals MVPs, further solidifying him as a top 10 player of all time. But there's actually more to this story, because in the 2005 NBA Finals, Duncan was the finals MVP when it should have gone to Chauncey Billups, who was statistically easily the best player in that 7-game series. This would have been back-to-back finals MVPs for Billups, which would have made him just the second point guard in NBA history to have multiple finals MVPs. Now, a lot of NBA fans will argue that during the Lakers' three-peat from 2000 to 2002, both Kobe and Shaq were equally as valuable to the Lakers, and some would even argue that one of those finals MVPs should have gone to Kobe. But the numbers suggest otherwise. In fact, the gap between Kobe and Shaq in those 3 finals is so large, it makes you wonder how this was even a debate. Don't get me wrong, without Kobe, the Lakers don't win those championships. But Shaq was not just the best player on the court for 3 straight finals. He put together one of the best 3-year runs in the finals that the NBA has ever seen. Only 2 players have had a better 3-year run in the finals: Michael Jordan from 1991 to 1993 and LeBron James from 2016 to 2018. But of all the changes that surprised me, nothing prepared me for the 1996 finals, where according to the numbers, Shawn Kemp was actually the most valuable player in the finals. This was statistically the worst finals of Michael Jordan's career, so that explains part of it. But never, ever would I have expected Shawn Kemp's performance in the 1996 NBA Finals to be more valuable than MJ's. But it was. Kemp was more efficient and productive on offense, and he had a larger impact on defense. Which means that Shawn Kemp was the one and only player to ever outplay Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals. Words that I thought would never come out of my mouth. Fortunately for Jordan, this Finals MVP was awarded to him, and his picture-perfect Finals reputation stayed intact. Some more interesting information I found out throughout this experiment was that Giannis's 2021 Finals performance was the second greatest performance since 1985. The only player to have a better individual performance in the Finals was MJ in 1991. You'd think such a historic performance would be talked about more often, but it seems like most fans have overlooked the dominance Giannis displayed in those Finals. But what about Stephen Curry and his case for a Finals MVP? Not including this season, the man has played in 5 finals but has 0 finals MVPs to show for it. Was he really robbed of the award? Would Steph have a finals MVP in his trophy case if losing in the finals didn't disqualify him from receiving the award? Well, let's take a look. In 2019, the Raptors defeated the Warriors, and Kawhi Leonard took home the finals MVP with a finals MVP score of 32.8. Steph had a great series despite the loss and finished with the finals MVP score of 29.8. So the award rightfully went to Kawhi. In 2018, the real headliner ended up being Durant versus LeBron. And after sweeping the Cavs, KD went home as the finals MVP with a finals MVP score of 38.3. Steph finished with the finals MVP score of 25.2. So once again, this award was never Steph's to begin with. In 2017, Kevin Durant put together an absolute masterpiece on his way to winning his first championship with the Warriors. And in this 5-game series against the Cavs, Kevin Durant had the 3rd highest MVP score in the last 37 seasons of 44. And once again, Steph was the 3rd most valuable player on the court in that series behind KD and LeBron. In 2016, after completing the one and only 3-1 comeback in finals history, LeBron went home with the finals MVP while putting up a finals MVP score of 40. And this award was rightfully his, since Kyrie Irving finished with the finals MVP score of 25.5, and Steph finished with the finals MVP score of just 16.4. Which leaves us with one finals MVP that should have possibly gone to Steph. As we spoke about before, LeBron James was easily the best player in that series, finishing with a finals MVP score of 34.8. Andre Iguodala finished with a score of 19.9, and Steph finished with a score of 23.8. which means that, in reality, Steph was the best player on that winning team in the finals, and that finals MVP award should have been his. He was robbed. Stephen Curry was robbed of the 2015 Finals MVP. But according to the numbers, so were many other players. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Là où votre adresse de livraison se remplit toute seule. Là où tous vos onglets vous suivent partout. Là où on peut naviguer sans risque de se faire hameçonner. Rien ne vaut son Chrome.
The best prospect I personally ever evaluated
is a once-in-a-lifetime type of talent.
It's really not fair. One kid can have so much talent.
Simply put, he's a generational talent. Describe.
Let me show you my reaction to this.